head. Good morning guys, welcome back to my allotment diaries. My name's Emma, these are my allotment diaries. I'd love for you to hit the subscribe button if you're new to my allotment channel. I vlog all about my lovely allotment plot here. That was that pheasant thing. Do you remember a few weeks ago I said I'm sure I saw a pheasant? That was it. It literally flew, it was like a vulture. That's massive, that scared the absolute poo out of me. Right, anyway, where are we? Yeah, I'd love for you to subscribe. It's really thrown me now, totally thrown me. Last time I was here I sort of cleared all the back of this plot down here and it's looking absolutely fabulous. This is what this area is looking like. This is what I've come to today. It's absolutely fantastic. It's really starting to clear around the trees. It's amazing. I say it's starting to clear. I've cleared it. I did this all by myself. I mean, I have to say I am pretty impressed with myself for getting this done in, what was it, an hour and 9 minutes or something? It's amazing. But it doesn't come without consequences. This is really hard, strenuous work, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about looking after yourself at the allotment plot, because I know a lot of you find me quite inspiring, which is lovely, and you want to get stuck into your own plots yourselves, but do make sure that you're taking care of yourself. If I feel any kind of twinge anywhere in my body, I tend to stop straight away and I don't risk it anymore, because getting an injury is serious business. It's not nice. And it's really not necessary. You can avoid it. I think also making sure that I get some proper tools here. I'm not going to attempt to use the broken spade and fork. Maybe a couple of years ago I would have tried to use this, but bending over like that is just not going to be good for my back or my knees or anything, so I am really thinking about taking care of myself now. Another thing that you can obviously do is make sure that you get a really good, well-supported night's sleep. I have been using the Emma Sleep mattress for just over 6 months now, I think, and honestly it's changed my night's sleep for the better. My mattress before was just very bumpy, very lumpy, and I realised quickly when I was working here how important it is that I actually sleep on a well-supported mattress. Since I've had it, I've honestly not had any sleeping problems. It supports my body so well as I'm sleeping. It's really breathable, and it just feels really comfortable as well, so I do tend to get a really good night's sleep on it. Emma Sleep offers an incredible 200-night risk-free trial and a 10-year guarantee. This Boxing Day you can get up to 55% off plus an extra exclusive discount with my code, which will be in my description box below. So the main job I want to get done today is actually mulching over a couple of those raised beds. So I'm going to start with a layer of cardboard because a few weeds are starting to come up in there and I don't want to dig it. I sort of want to layer it up like a no-dig bed. Even though they're not technically raised beds, I still think a no-dig approach would be quite handy. I'm actually going to use some of the leaves that I've collected as well, and technically if you want to make proper leaf mulch you have to leave it for like, I think it's like a year or something you have to leave leaf mulch for, but if I just put it straight onto my bed and then put compost over the top, I actually think it will just add some much needed goodness to the beds. The soil is very dense over there at the moment. Actually let me go and show you what the soil is like. So this is the bed that I want to really focus on today because it is one of my biggest beds and it's the bed that I'm sort of most worried about because of the size of it, which is great because I'm going to have all my brassicas in it, but at the same time it's a lot to look after. The weeds are starting to come up now and this soil just does not feel like something I can plant into very well. You can see that there are a lot of weeds starting to come up in here now, which I guess is a good sign. Anything that's growing in here is a good sign. I guess if nothing was growing I would be a little bit like, what's wrong with it? The soil's not terrible. It's not terrible soil. I think it could just do with a little bit of extra help. So if I quickly compare that to some of the beds over here that I have mulched already with some nice fresh compost and some cardboard and stuff. So this one here, for instance, this has been mulched over pretty recently. This just feels and looks better. There's lots of air pockets in it and stuff, and it feels like something I could probably grow into right now and it would do pretty well. So this is a bed that has been recently mulched. We do have a few little weeds. Coming up, but on the whole, the bed is just looking really ready to plant into, I would say. And that is what we're hoping to get to with the new raised beds over there. So it starts with cardboard, so let's do that. You know, I am aware that the cardboard didn't quite stretch the whole bed, so you are supposed to cover the entire bed with cardboard, like literally overlap it and everything. I just don't have enough cardboard, and also I think I'm probably gonna mulch it over again before the spring if I can. So it will be mulched several times and it can't be perfect. Like I said, it's a big bed and I've still got the other ones to sort of fill as well, and my original plot too, so it's, you know. Right, I'm going to stick the compost on now. So it's just the B&Q ones because they were the cheapest. I think anything will be good just to stick on the top really. Can you see now what I mean about making sure to keep yourself really healthy here? Not doing anything too much. If I'd felt any twinge in my back then I would have stopped. Luckily I didn't. Wow, okay. I don't want to get emotional over like pouring a bag of compost into a raised bed, but my goodness, like I just stood for a second and thought, when I first took this plot on, it was so overgrown and crazy, and here I am mulching over my first raised bed. Not perfectly, of course. I don't think it's enough. I think it probably does need another bag, but I want to use the other bag on the other bed that I've already done, and like I said, I will remulch this again, so it will be thicker for the springtime, and it should give that a chance to all rot down anyway over the winter, so I think it'd be okay just for now. I mean, yeah, it's very obvious the mulch is too thin. You can see the cardboard. You can see the cardboard through it just there. The mulch is too thin, it needs to be a lot thicker than this, but as always at an allotment plot, you just have to make do with what you've got. This is what I had, this is what I'm using. I just have to be patient. This is how I started my other raised beds, and you know, eventually I did get there because you just redo it all the time. I think the other one is going to go in this bed here, just because it's not had any top up of any kind, and it has got some garlic growing in there. So I think I'm just going to finish this bed. It's already got the cardboard underneath. You can see the difference. This has hardly got any weeds coming up at all because it really is covered in cardboard. So we're going to do this one. Best feeling when a bed is filled for the first time. Oh, the possibilities of what could grow here is just so exciting. Love it. Freaking love it. Right, it's starting to rain a little bit, which isn't great because last time it rained my camera went a little bit funny, and all the sound got distorted and stuff, but it's only a little bit at the moment, so I'll carry on while I can. This is exciting here. 2 beds filled pretty much. One of them probably could do with another bag of compost, but at the same time they're looking like proper raised beds now. Look at that, isn't that fantastic? Doesn't that excite you? Don't you want to grow stuff in it? My goodness, it looks amazing. I'm just going to move this compost, this wood chip down that pathway and finish that off, because I didn't do that job last time I was here. Definitely going to need a few more wheelbarrow fills, but we are starting to sort of get all the wood chip down now. I think it is changing the plot a little bit and making it a little bit more usable, you know. I'm walking down a pathway now. It's actually amazing. I don't know what's wrong with me today, but I'm getting a little bit emotional again, just thinking about the amount of work that I've done and how far I've come with it. I didn't know how I've done it. Like, I literally, if I look back at these videos, I won't believe how I did it. And also, I'm at that stage where I think I could never do this again. Like, I'm like, oh, I could never do that. I'm like, I literally just did it. But my gosh, I mean, the way it just comes together over time. Do you know what I mean? It just, suddenly it starts to like become an allotment plot. Look at this. From what it was before, and now taking it to this, with coherent pathways and raised beds and an archway, and that area over there being all sort of cleared now, and the bed's starting to be filled up. I mean, this is amazing. This is going to look so good in the spring and summer. Right, last job of the day, guys. Last job of the day. I can't believe I'm saying it, but last job of the day is help the apple tree. I was supposed to do this a little while ago. Unfortunately, I didn't get round to it because I was so busy clearing and stuff, but it needs a little bit of help. I don't know much about pruning apple trees, but I did look up a little bit last night, and any branches that are kind of rubbing against each other are supposed to sort of come out, and you're supposed to, I think the idea is that a bird is supposed to be able to fly through the apple tree, and that's how you know that it's been pruned properly. That's the general idea. So I just have to imagine Einstein trying to fly through here. Okay, right, let's just give it a go. Never pruned an apple tree before, but then I've never done a lot of things before, and I seem to sort of figure it out, you know. Stuff's figure-outable. That's what I love about allotment gardening. You can just figure it out as you go. Einstein's sitting in the tree, look, can you see him over in the corner? Just there, look. He's like, what is she doing now? The water's just landed all on my head. Oh God. Right, I think that's a little bit better. What do you think? I've just basically, where any branches were crossing and kind of rubbing on, I've sort of taken them out, and I think a bird could probably fly through that. Well, Einstein just did, so that's a good sign, isn't it? Though he's quite a small bird. I'm not sure what size bird they sort of meant by that. Because I tell you what, that pheasant thing that I saw at the beginning of this video, he wouldn't be able to fly through that. But do they really mean a pheasant, or do they mean like a robin? I don't know. They need to be more specific, because this is the sort of information that I need. Do you know what I mean? I think it's quite good. Right, we'll gather up those sticks and put them to our stick pile. Oh goody, more sticks. Fabulous. It's just what I wanted. More lovely sticks. Oh, so many sticks. They've been at it again. But did you see Einstein at the beginning? He was eating from this, so I think this is fine. I think he's got plenty here, and like we said in the last video, he prefers the fresh worms, to be honest. So Right, well that's it from me today. I'm covered in mud and freezing cold and I'm off home for a cup of tea. If you want to find out more about the Emma Sleep mattress, just go to my description box. I have a lovely discount there for you to use, and also you get 200 nights guarantee with the Emma Sleep mattress if you want to change your mind, which is absolutely fantastic. I will see you all again in my next vlog. Thank you so much for watching and happy gardening. Bye!